Alright y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's been a hot minute since I did any talking on any of my videos. So here goes, giving it a long shot. One for the one-man team, I don't know. But I have seen a number of mods and a number of videos on YouTube all about, paid versus free. The worst paid mods, but which one actually brings something to the table, especially if you're a shipbuilder, or if you just want something new that's going to perform. But there is one thing in particular. I stare at Valberg here, right by SSNN in the commercial district of New Atlantis. You can find this mod for about 500 credits on the Creation Store. And it will be, as you can see here, Falkland Systems. Now it's a very odd name, I get that. If you mispronounce it and it comes out as something else in the subtitles, I'm sorry. But this is located in the commercial district. You'll come right off the train here. I've already discovered it, leave me alone. And you'll hang a right. Now for this particular ship services or ship systems, there's two entrances. You can either go this way and loop around to get to the elevators on the other side, or
you'll come around. You'll see.
To this entrance, right here. Makes it all the more easier to get down there. I'm sorry, that took a minute. I'm gonna hop in this middle elevator right here. That took 10 minutes to open up. Activate it, and we're gonna take a trip into a place that... What are you doing here? That has to be one of the best places I've seen. Something that actually brings something to the table as far as STARFIELD goes.
Got what it takes to tackle the business world. Fancy yourself a megacorp megastar.
This entire plaza.
Then jump on over to Neon and apply a person at Ryujin Industries.
I wouldn't recommend jumping in here though, because only can push him in there. But the waterfalls are nice, the lighting is nice. This reminds me of what Stroud should look like. Hopping over here, we've got a nice Ryujin kiosk here. Terror Brews over there. Security bot. Well, futuristic Robocop. Coming right down to this way. It might be buggy depending on your system, or what you're running, or what your specs are, who knows. At first this was buggy and the FPS did tank, but it seems to be okay now. But we're gonna hop in over here, come down the steps, swing a left.
The well's been having brownouts all the time.
Don't care about the well.
Mast finally sent someone down there.
I'm gonna take a walk around the
Nothing's
show
changed.
real quick. Now you can approach most of these people and look to buy a ship or not, but I prefer to go to the kiosks here. That. Oh, wait, what? Staff only. Oh, you can't go in there. That's fine. This is one of the Falkland Systems cockpits. This is, I think, the Kestrel one. This is what we're ultimately here for. This ultimate Class C. Swift 3. I mean, you can modify these ships if you want to, put your own Habs in there. But I will say, well, you'll get to look at these in a little while. Captain's quarters is awesome, by the way. Hydroponics lab is awesome. I will say that, thank you. The Class B variant of this will unlock at level 15. The Class C will unlock at level 25.
I'm going to submit those
If you want to modify the Habs, you gotta wait till level 25. Because there is a 2x2 all-in-one living quarters, I believe, right here in the very front. And mind you, it does use, this Class C variant uses a 5660 and a SAE-5660 1 and 32, I believe.
Firelight is doing some
there.
really exciting things with holograms.
It does have a B
Oh, right.
Grav Drive,
I
Class
heard
B
about
Grav
that.
Drive, Class
They
B
showed it up at the
shield,
expo,
and
right?
1x1.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for some of their new
Core
products,
on
and I gotta say, I'm hyped.
Those Thrax cannons are awesome. I like them. You got one turret. One turret ballistic up there, and 2 over here. And the missiles are hidden. I'll show you those in a minute. Because what I am going to do is a special little treat in addition to this. And y'all get to watch me suffer through it. We're going to go 5 ships. I'll walk you through. This is the Swift one. Now, because of the way this is made, it won't have that pretty look as does Class B. Or that chrome gold boy, the Class C. So again, what I'm going to do is, well, I'm doing a reagent playthrough, but we're going to take the Frontier and build it into the Class C. Just so y'all can get a feel for, or if it's never been covered before, how to build these from scratch. So goodbye Frontier. Left bumper, highlight everything. So we're gonna go to, I'm gonna drop the bay down first. It's gonna be the Hope Fore landing bay. And we're gonna hit up Habs. We'll lay those out first. I don't know why I have Class M, this is ridiculous. But the Falkland all-in-one living quarters. Now you can hit, I believe, you hit Y on this and it'll change the colors of it for you. For me, I'm going to go with the all chrome. Now what's odd about this is if you try to place it on your own before I drop this, this is going to go right here. It's kind of hard to see, but right on top of the Hope Fore landing bay with most of it sitting off to starboard. As I was saying here, the ladder's going to be back here, right? So when you go to place this, I wouldn't recommend doing, left trigger, right trigger, A, and then try to place it down because it won't work for you the way you want it to. These are way up here. If you change the color, it'll put you over there. If you try to attach it from the front, it'll work the way it wants you to. So you can't attach it where that ladder placement point is. Okay, so this is our 2x3 all-in-one living quarters. This is going to have the hydroponics lab as well as other goodies in here. All right, so for the front here, what I'm going to do is go down to our, I want the captain's quarters. Now if you hit Y a couple of times, it'll change the variant. You don't want that. You want the default of what it's going to drop here. So go back to captain's quarters. You want this doorway facing out this way. You don't want anything facing in this way, because we're going to change the color using Y. And right here we're going to put a 1x1. I keep forgetting these are all the way up here. There's our 1x1 control station. That's going to stay the regular color. You don't have to, but for the sake of keeping with the Class C and how that looks, I think this is one of the components where it's just a regular color. You can't pick it up. I mean, you can change it, but it won't look as good. So I'm going to leave that control station dead center with our captain's quarters. Notice how there's no door on the other side of it. So you can't get into the captain's quarters from the control station. You won't be able to access it through this door. Drop that there. Swing around to the back real quick. This might seem counterintuitive, but there's a certain way you have to lay these engine bays out. Now with this one you can go left or right on D-pad, and you actually want to go right on D-pad or look for the no fore / no aft for each side, because this is port. When you drop this down, it's not, it doesn't work because, anyway, they both have to be no fore or aft. So you want one facing starboard, one facing port, but no fore, no aft. Because if you place these any other way, you'll have doorways going in here, one will come out here into your main reactor. Then there'll be no doorway here, so you'd have to come back out, go around, and then come through this doorway to here. So definitely be mindful of that. At the back here, center point. Where are you? We want to go into reactors. I don't want to be. We're going to go, reactor core 1 by 1. I'm going to hit Y to change it to that chrome variant. And then each of these can get put on the side of that reactor core. Mainly because you're going to come in through the main 2x3, then into your reactor, and on either side it should have a door. Now, if I took this and placed it any other way like this, you'd be able to come in here, through here, back out. Then you'd have to come through here to get into this one, or in through here, there. It would just create an annoying loop. So for both of these, no fore, no aft for port and starboard. Now the rest of this is going to be tricky, so I might even mess it up here. But I'm going to go over to our cockpit, Swift CP300. We're going to drop it on the front of the control station here. Nothing goes here because those are cosmetic items. Right, so that's all of the Habs laid out. Our reactors in the back. For landing gear, we might hold off on that for now, but our docker, where is it? Hope 11 docker. Grab one of those. It's going to sit right here on the back of our 2x3. Right now, engines could do SAE-5660 and swing around. Flip this until this side of the engine is facing out. Then we'll grab our, where is it? 5660. It's going to sit right on the back of our reactor here. Okay, and I'm going to go grab, where are they? I think it's the 2200s that sit on here on either side of this 5660. Stop it. Away. They don't attach directly to the body. These each have attachment points on the sides. You're just going to have to stick these here. Duplicate. Drop that bad boy. Now this one's tricky, even with some of these mod settings in here that I'll get into in just a second. I want to get to structural, because you're going to need a couple of these Deimos holes. Watch up there. Because getting into more of the cosmetic stuff, you're going to need these to duplicate some stuff down, because it does get a bit nuanced. Okay. Grav Drive, will pull this out for now. This is going to be the Aurora 13G. You can put this right on top of your reactor so that they're stacked. You don't have to do it now because things are going to get a bit more tricky and this is difficult to put in. I would leave it until last. Alright. For the gears, just to lay them out, you'll need one wide. You'll need two mids. Or the NG20, the mid variant. Now this wide one is going to go underneath where the reactor is. If you look, this is our reactor core, and that's our landing gear. Okay, now we need to get into more of the cosmetic stuff if we're going to move forward here. So let's see, cosmetics, graphs, reactors we did. Structural. This is where it gets very tricky. You're going to need a brace, of course. Not now, but I'll set this off to the side. But placing some more of the other cosmetic stuff, it tends to get in the way, and if you do this later, you have to duplicate it down. I'm going to change the Falkland bumper. There we go. We're going to need it port 4 variant because that's going to go here, but not yet. In order for that to work, I'll leave the caps. You're going to need a couple of these cap A for aft top and whatnot. Get to those in a minute. And a couple of these wings. I'm looking for one thing in particular. Set it off to the side. The Falkland caps. We need a couple of those. And these Falkland caps. 1, 4. That's going to be changed to a bunch of different variants on top. Yeah, going to need a number of these. Falkland cowling 2L, which are basically the Nova cowlings. This will drop off for the cowling 2L, because we're going to need that too. One in particular, where are you? This Falkland hull, we'll drop that in a minute, because we're going to need that for the bottom. There you go. The Falkland nose A port. That's going to go on first, and this will go on second. No flip glitching or anything. I'll put those settings and mods in the description as well, because there's a number of them. Such as, what is it, shipbuild tweaks. Then we have the shipbuilder configurator for the shattered space expansion, better ship snaps, better ship flips, and then I'll list all that in the description, and we'll go from there. Hey, this hole is going to go here. Falkland hole B. Sit right here. For now, because that's my placeholder. Okay, now for this bad boy, the cap F. We're going to sit that right on the front of our 2x3 here. Duplicate it, flip it, and this is going to go pretty much level with it, but that's going to go against the front of our 2x3 and our captain's quarters here. Caveat, before you do that, this is one thing I ran into when I was building this, is spine A's will grab spine B, C, leave it for now. But The one thing I did run into with this is I'll just grab these over here and change the variance there. There's a specific wing that goes here in between captain's quarters and this Falkland cap that I kept forgetting until the last minute. We're gonna need, I'll put it here for now, because that's gonna go on the side of our captain's quarters. And then we're just gonna drop this dead in there. I think I might have it backwards. Flip it and drop that. Okay, now we're gonna need this cap. We're just gonna snap it. Now it snaps because it's attaching to this front cap. At cap H. And this attachment point will attach here. And we're gonna duplicate, flip, and directly drop it on the other side. This is tricky too. For example, you're going to need this to go in here. This won't attach. And that's where those two holes come into play. So for now, before we go any further, I'll drop this Falkland bracer on top of that side cap. And there's a trick here, because some of the settings I have to do it this way. You might not have to. So we're going to select our bracer, select our Deimos hole, hit Y to duplicate, and you've got to push down on the pad. And I can delete it because now it's in here. Why I have to do it, I have no idea. My tolerances and my ship overlap checks are disabled, and they're huge overlaps, but get there eventually. Okay. This I'm going to leave here for now because I need this cap A. We're going to drop right here. It's the aft version, so it's going to sit right on top of our engine. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate. Okay, I'll show you all that. Duplicate it, flip it, go down by 2, and it's just going to cover over that landing gear and go just below our 5660 here. Alright, remember how I said this was just a placeholder? I'm going to grab our cap A, hit right on D-pad twice, and drop it here. So now we have a fore bottom and an aft bottom. I'm going to duplicate this, go up 2, flip it. So it's now a fore top, and it's going to go in front of our aft top. Now what I meant by this Grav Drive, there's nowhere for it to sit yet. So if I take this off now, I can set the Grav Drive down, right on top of our reactor. And now this cap will snap in, because it has this rear attachment point on top of our engine here. But let's not be hasty. Me being me, grab our 4330, sit it on top of our 5660, select it, select our bottom hole, duplicate, push down, and you'll see how it's blue and it went in. So now these are duplicated into each other. Now that's all that's left there. We can drop our cap back on. Okay, our landing gears, NG20. One is going to go right up here, pretty much in line with our 2x3 here. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Swing this over so it's in line. Zoom out a little bit and I'll highlight them so you can see. There's our rear landing gear here. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna try something. Take this weapon mount, drop it there. And it does work with the settings. See, Falkland weapon mount goes right in front of our cap H, which is covering our docker. Now this cap F, because this isn't attached to here, this will just snap on and attach to our landing gear. So there's no need to put a hole here and then try to duplicate this down. No need. All right. Now where's that other thing? Let's get this top. Well, not here yet because I have to put a whole bunch of those other caps. Where'd they go? These are gonna have to go up there next. And on top of this, I'll duplicate. There we go. We're gonna need the mid top as well. But for now, grab this, flip it back. That's gonna slap just behind our cap H and attach to our engine and our engine bay here. You can probably guess. Highlight it, duplicate, flip over. Same thing on this side. Alright, nurse, let's go. Flip it under. I'm gonna go underneath and next to our... we don't have to go all the way up here, that's kind of janky. But that cap B is gonna go next to our cap A here. And for here, I'm gonna flip until I get the reverse. So it's 2 hits on D-pad right. And there we are. So now we have a cap B starboard aft and starboard fore. That's not all, folks. We gotta highlight, duplicate, flip it 3 times, hit down on D-pad, and we can drop that next cap B port aft right here. Oh, this drives me nuts here. So this, have to flip it. I forget how this goes in now, but don't hate me. I gotta take that cap off. Put this one here. I think. Just watch me struggle, folks. Watch this. Duplicate this. I'm gonna flip it over. I think that goes back there. We need 2, 3 of those. I think this cap goes back here. Yeah. Now this cowling, we're gonna duplicate it. We're gonna flip it. I mean, it could sit up here, which, I don't know, it's up to you. Might just go for that. Duplicate this forward. Now this won't go. I think I get how they did this now. It's kind of a pain. This I can drag back on. Yeah, so pretty much delete this. Take your cowling mid-bottom, duplicate, drag forward because it's going to attach to this one. Cap A fore bottom. Done. If I'm not mistaken, this is supposed to blend into this cap, but I'm going to drop this right here because I like it a bit more forward. Alright, funny part, we got to do it up here too. So this will come off for now. Set it off to the side. I could do that. I'm trying to remember how I did this. It's kind of a pain. That one there. And this one won't sit like that, so move you, drop you. Yeah, see, this is where I need the holes. Select that, the bottom hole, duplicate, down on D-pad. I'm gonna do the same thing for this one. Select the bottom, Y to duplicate, down on D-pad. And we're there. Now I'm just going to duplicate these 4 forward. And I can grab our cowling 4 top. It should just attach. I guess not, so I'm going to have to highlight it. Select and select. D-pad. Down. And we're done. Oh yeah, I forgot you didn't go down either. So that cap, cap A4 top, and this bottom Deimos hull, highlight, down the D-pad, delete. Now we're rocking and rolling. Well, kind of. Now we've still got some more parts here to go. Okay, let's see if I can remember. I think, yep. We grab that 4, hit Y once to have that rounded edge. Port 4. It's going to sit here. Alright, so Y, Daddy, Y. No. So we have a port mid that's going to sit behind our port 4. Duplicate it. Put it back by our engine here. Now duplicate, drag it over. Y once, and there we are. Just duplicate this whole 2 times. Now go back to our port 4. Duplicate it. Hit Y to flip, so now it's starboard 4. Duplicate it. Y to flip twice. Now this will sit like it's going into this guy right here. There you go. Okay, there's still a bit to go. Did I delete the wing? Yeah, I did. Of course. So left on D-pad. Yep, so now this is facing rear. Right. The spine A aft top, because that curve is facing downward toward the back. And do the same thing on the other side. For both of these cap H's, you want that aft top. That's not all. Duplicate, down, flip. So now it's up here, behind this landing gear. I'm going to duplicate it, drag it over, do the same thing on this side. Okay, now the spine C, going to go in front of this aft top, duplicate, and drop it behind the other one. Okay, here's the part where I severely mess up. Because now I need this. I need the orange variant. This has to go on top here. Then one of these spine G's has to go in the middle here. But how? Don't fit. Right? I'm going to drop this spine B right here. I'll duplicate, flip, drop it there, and this won't fit anywhere, right? That's right. Now I have to take this off, put that, just drag it in there. And because we still have a snapping point here, in here, there we go. You can drag and drop, drab, if you want to put it that way. Cap F, and it should just snap right on. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight the top and bottom for the spine B. Remember, put one on top, flip, and put one on the bottom. Drag these over to here. This, I forget how I did this. I think I duplicated it down. I don't remember anymore. So I'll take this off, this cap F for now. The spine G, just go right in there. and because we still have a snapping point on the landing gear and the side of the 2x3 right there, snap that in. Alright, we're nowhere near done yet. These things are about to get tricky. Now this, we need a cowling 2L port 4. I don't want to put this on yet. Why? You might notice. Stop it. Get off. This wing B. I chose the wing B's, you don't have to. You hit right on D-pad, make it a chrome one. Actually left on D-pad, I'll leave it orange. So starboard, duplicate, flip. So now we have port and starboard. But there's more. A lot more. Somehow these have to go across here in different ways. Right? And that drives me nuts, so I'll save those for a minute. I need... choose these. Do the wing B, starboard, flip it, and do the port. And I'll go ahead with the wing E's, so right on D-pad, right on D-pad. We'll bring it to a port aft now. That should sit there. Oh, the thing that gave me a problem here was these two. One went here. I'm gonna flip this one and see if it all does work. I think they were supposed to go here. But as soon as you put down this wing E, it'll slap against this cap A and still leave you an attachment point here, which hence, better ship snaps. That gives you a lot more options. Just snap right here. Right, and all we do is wing E, duplicate, flip. Now, I don't want to put this down yet because there's one nuance. The fuel tank has to go there. So for now, pick up the cowling. It doesn't attach, right? And what do you think that is? That. And there we go. So you don't need that wing right there. That wing B. It would be cool. You probably still could. Right? If I put that back, what I can do if I want to get crazy about it is put down a hole, right? And attach each of these cowlings to the hole. And then select both. Select the bottom hole, duplicate, and drop it down. Right? But then what would be the point of that wing D that's sitting back here? Because you can't see it anymore. In this case, you can just drag and drop it, and it'll snap on. So don't drive yourself crazy. Okay. Next structural piece. There is one thing I'm forgetting. A couple things I'm forgetting here. Horizon weapon mount. Flip, 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 flip. This is gonna sit on this bracer right here. Alright, there's nothing else we need yet. There we go. Hole 4. We're gonna slap that right on front of our captain's quarters up here. And there we go. Need to go back, grab a shield. We're gonna drab the 2040B. Pop that right on top of the reactor here. Next thing we're going to need is fuel tanks. I'm going to grab the Falkland HE3 and just flip it once so it's on the starboard side. This is going to sit right where this wing B is. Okay, now the hard part, this won't attach where it should. Right, so what we gotta do, bring a hole over up here, grab our wing E, attach it to our hole, our starboard aft wing E against that hole, select it, select the bottom hole, Y, down, D-pad, and voila, it's in there. This ship is very heavily glitch built, so one thing I want to do here, I'm going to pull this starboard forward bottom up one, because I'm going to need some cargo here, and the way I want to do it before we continue, where are you? I think I'm going to flip the 40T on the side. V102, based on the mod you have, I have to hit right to flip this shielded so it faces the body where I want it to be. So the 102 shielded cargo, 2400. We'll go ahead and slap this on the side of our cap A here. Hence why I moved this forward, this starboard fore cap. Now our 40T is just going to snap right in next to it. So you can kind of see how it overlaps here and here. Now if you want to make it even heavier, duplicate it, left on D-pad, and it won't attach there, but it will. Move this forward, grab this, pop it right on the inside here, then you can just slide your landing bay back. Now we need, I think that's it for the duplication, glitching, and everything. I think I got it all. Pretty sure. Anyway, for weapons, since we're building this from scratch, we're gonna go with the MK3 Gauss cannon. And this is gonna sit all the way back by our shield here on this spine G. Okay, swing over to our starboard. Remember that horizon weapon mount we had? Our Thrax gas cannon, MK3. And since I don't think I can duplicate it down, no, it doesn't work that way. I have to go in, me personally, I have to go in and grab another one and then place it on here. I can't highlight one, duplicate it down, it won't work. So there's our two gas cannons. If you wanted to put a third one, pop a third one there. It's up to you. I think you can max power of 5. You can only have 2 anyway. So there's one top and bottom of our horizon weapon mount. Okay, you really shouldn't, but since I like the boom boom so much, we're gonna go all the way down to the weapons here until we find our 280C. Look at that, 360 missile power. This just, you can't see the mount point because it's the Nova weapon mount is in here, but it will attach to the inside here of the cap F. And because it popped in, it attached to our, can't really see too well, but it attached to our weapon mount here. Okay, now for getting all of these colors uniform, I have no idea. It took me oh my god, it took me a minute to figure this out because you have to do it for every one of these parts equally. If not, they come out different colors. It's a pain in the neck. So I will will try to figure this out myself here. Just on this point. I think it's 1, 2, and we gotta go a bit more orange. Oh boy. And this took me a minute, so bear with me while I figure it out. I'll drag y'all through it with me. Watch me figure the colors out. Struggle, struggle, struggle. And here's another one, another one. Let's see if we that's color 1, color 2, that's vibrant. Color 3, that's like red, 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 red. That kind of, well, I guess that does kind of work. I like it. The reactor, I won't touch that, dang it. 1, color 2, I think I'll make that like a darker. Color 3, make it another reddish. This, I think it was, no, color 1 is default, 2 is that, 3 is that. This hab, I'm gonna go, yeah, all that same one color. If y'all want to copy that, go ahead. I will pause for a minute, or you can pause the video, whatever. Okay, now that's done. I've got to go under and do all of this as well. Now that I've figured out what I want to do. All of these caps, I gotta make sure that our cargo is the same color. Alright, done. These landing gears should be the same color. Just in case this comes out funky, I want to color that the same. Actually, you know what? Landing bay too. I don't want that getting all fluffed up. Okay, now let's see how the engines come out. There we go. That was a bit tricky. I'll do that again just in case. You can see this one, but if you slightly move over, you'll be able to highlight the other one first, then move to your right and highlight that. Those engines are a bit darker than I would like them to be to match this build up. That's good right there. Yeah. Go ahead and pause if you want to copy that color. That'll be the main one for all these engines here. Let's do this all the way around. Now we're talking golden, baby. One error we have to assign. Weapon 0 is right trigger. So we're going to go with Thorax MK3. Left trigger is going to be our missiles, and the unassigned, which is Y, we're going to throw our turret there. Alright, so we have the cargo is a little bit light, but hey, 17,950. Shield is 995. Max crew is 6. I want to test this. I want to see. Yeah, you can only have 2. But yeah, 30 jump range, 100 mobility, top speed of 130. A lot of mass, and decent hull, missiles, ballistics, good to go. Alright, so our frontier is now reimagined into a Falkland Swift 3. Alright, so we're going to exit out, cancel modification. Shark. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and set this as my home ship. This is fine for now. At the moment, I'm going to head up to Atlantis.
Think I got them,
And we're going to go ahead and take a walkthrough and maybe do some... I don't know about combat, but, you know. Marshall District. Out. And we could run around this way. Out here. See if I can see New Atlantis from here, because this is usually how I would do it. There it is. Fast travel. Okay, and there it is. So now that we're at the spaceport, still says Frontier, I didn't rename it. Alright, so there's our side docker. Here, our storage area. Hey, what's with y'all leaving things open? Alright, so we're going to go right through back to our loading area. Here's our hydroponics lab.
Yes.
Into our living quarters here. Now if you notice, all of this is part of the living quarters. This is not separate from here. In case y'all are wondering, push the button. Now you can see our hydroponics. Here's our main area before I get distracted too much. All of our seating, a lot of seating. Open this up. From here, bathroom on the right. On this side, crew quarters. 4 beds in this bad boy. I hope none of y'all are peeping toms, but open this up, you can see out. But I'm pretty sure the crew wants privacy, so we'll shut that down. Open this up right here, infirmary. And before we continue, what I meant by having no Fore for putting these in, the engineering bays. This is your reactor room and industrial workbench. These doors would be looping around. You would come into the reactor, come in here, there might be a door there. So you want the no fore, no aft. And in here we have a weapon workbench. Engineering bay on the right. Now we're going to swing around, open this door. Our other engineering bay. Over here, spacesuit workbench. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I haven't seen walkthroughs of this ship, but that might be overlooked. Oh, can I open up this one? Here's our own private bathroom for the captain's quarters. And then here we go. Oh, is that? Yeah, that's Juno. There's our phalanx. And that looks, I forget what that is. Anyway, come over here. Got our whole lounge area. Want to sit down, take some weight off. Go ahead. Our own industrial crate here. That bed is sexy. And here we are. The best view in the house. Alright, so let's come on out. This is our control station. It ain't much, but still nice. Because we got navigation console right here. And the best part, look at this cockpit. Beautiful. I'll be right back once I get to Serpentis, because I kind of forget how to get there already. It's been a while since I played Starfield. That is Yuki. Hated her, and made her a part of Corporal. We're reunion. I mean, Most of the gear, or most of the clothes, weapons, gears, all mods are.
Pressure holding. Takeoff looks good.
Let's go.
Don't take it!
Okay.
Nice jump. We're right on target.
Alright, while we're here, 155 max so far. That's pretty bad. And there's a lot of cargo weight on here. Let's see, star map. Let's see, we can find some action up here. Let's go. You. Fire. Oh, it's ecliptic. Dang it. That's all she wrote, folks. Hope you all enjoyed that. All the rambling or trying to figure this out. And, you know, as a variety creator, who knows what I'll be doing next. As the saying on my banner goes, never one, always many. But I will catch you all on the next one.